welcome to the Solent News Show with me, Jordan Clark.
And me, Steven Woodgate.
Coming up this week, we have the latest netball, jiu-jitsu and surfing news.
First up though, students often sit through hours of boring lectures. However, this week at Southampton Solent University, they were treated to something a little different. The stage is set, there's an empty seat in this lecture hall, and they are all here for one man.
Soon to be on the stage will be Matthew Letizia, a Southampton legend, to speak to students and lecturers alike about his time in football and in the media. The Southampton legend is a frequent visitor to Southampton Solent University, and he brings with him his humour.
You'd be surprised actually, he's actually thicker than he looks.
His honest opinion.
He's mic'd up, so...
Oh, that's a close one. Rupert Lowe.
His disappointment.
Not really. I kind of half contemplated it when Harry Redknapp left, and kind of the club were in the bottom half of the championship, and I foolishly thought, surely it can't get any worse than that. But it did.
Whether we refer to him as the genius or the god, I think we all need to thank him very much.
The attendees were clearly impressed.
He was very honest, you know, but all the questions he asked, he answered straight away. He was very humorous. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's very good.
Yeah, it's very good actually. He's one of those like iconic figures that you just you want to meet.
One of the most intelligent, one of the most unbelievable players with a ball you've ever seen in your life.
It's nice to come in and get the round of applause that I did when the goals were being shown and everything. It was lovely. I've forgotten just how many I'd scored. It was great.
The students were in for a real treat, as Letizia spoke of his admiration
really
for the university itself.
I've been involved here. I've been coming down for a couple of years now, and John does a fabulous job, and it's superb the way they've, only in the last few years it's kind of taken off, and I think it's going from strength to strength, and it's a great pleasure for me to come. I got my honorary doctorate from here. So.
No doubt this man made an impression, as his love to entertain the crowd is still as strong as ever. This is Steven Woodgate at Solent.
I hear Matt Letizia has now offered his services to the England team as their new penalty coach.
He mentioned in his talk that he scored 47 out of 48 attempts from the penalty spot, so he could really change England's hopes.
Let's hope so. Moving on now, I braved the blustery weather conditions and took a trip down to the south coast to see the latest development for British surfing. After more than a year of construction work and at a cost of £1.4 million, Europe's first artificial surf reef is finally ready for use. And with the world's 3 other artificial surf reefs located in New Zealand and Australia, this is sure to be a big hit among some of Europe's biggest surfers. I've come down to Boscombe in Dorset to see the surf reef in action. Situated 220 metres offshore, 55 giant sandbags, each weighing 1,500 tonnes, have been carefully placed on the seabed in order to create the reef. Unlike a swimming pool wave machine, the reef doesn't actually create waves. It simply acts as a ramp to increase the size of existing waves. It also helps to make them a better quality for surfing on. On a good day, the waves here should now reach a grade 5, which is a challenging wave. However, if you compare that to somewhere like Hawaii, which is regularly producing grade 8 waves, you can see the surf here still has a lot to live up to. Opinions of the reef seem to be positive. However, not everyone has been left impressed.
Well, it's not very good today, but I've had like a couple of good days so far. It's not as good as I was expecting, but it's all right.
Yeah, everyone's coming to visit it. We've seen, especially with boogie boarders, bodyboarders who lie down on the board rather than stand up, it's a particularly good shaped wave for them on the reef, so we've had lots and lots of them coming down, and all kinds of surfers, all kinds of water users, I would say, actually.
You can definitely tell it's man-made, obviously by the way. It's like a reef break, like a big rock out to sea that pushes up a wave. It's the same sort of concept as that. But I think because they've only just finished it, it needs time to settle. At the moment, they've made it at an angle and it needs to just nature to sculpt it a little bit. and I think then it will start producing what they're after.
This is certainly a surfing resort with a lot of potential, and if the reef produces the waves that are predicted, then this could soon be one of the best places to surf in Britain.
Didn't fancy getting in yourself, Jordan?
A little bit cold for me, Steve, although I am considering going down for some lessons once I've got a bit of money in the bank.
Excellent. Solent's success in netball occasionally goes unrecognised. However, with a game against local rivals Southampton University, there was particularly more interest. Charlotte Milan went to see how the girls got on.
Team Solent Netball were the host of the varsity clash between Solent and Southampton University. It was the uni who opened the scoring ball, but Solent got a quick equaliser and stole the show from then on. Solent kept the lead throughout the game and comfortably won 33-31. Captain Lauren Walker and Vicky Mitchell were pleased with the team's performance. Lauren, what did you think about the game?
Yeah, it was really good. We all stuck to our players, we all came together as a team. It was good.
Is there any players that you can pull out from the game that you thought were better than the others?
Put me on the spot here. I thought the centre, Carly Reeve, she was consistent in playing well all the time. Vicky, our goalkeeper who got player of the match, she was a very good defender. She played very well. But overall, we all played very well in our set positions, I felt.
So, Vicky, what did you think about the game today?
The game today was absolutely amazing. I mean, beating the V-Necks is perfect, so it was a really good game.
You got a player of the match. How did you feel about your performance?
I think I played okay. I think I could have played a bit better, but I mean, obviously, I played well enough to get player of the match, so I'm happy with that.
You don't have a coach this year. How do you feel that makes a difference?
I think it makes a huge difference. Without having a coach, how can you progress yourselves as a team? I mean, with ourselves, we can try and do things to help us, but we need a coach there to put the discipline in and to give us new tactics and everything else.
What do you think is going to happen this year? Do you think you'll stay in the league? Or?
I think we deserve to stay in this league. I think it's something which we all want to do. We definitely don't want to go down. So I think at the moment our position we're not on the bottom, so we're okay. So hopefully we can just keep on to it and stay in the same league.
Great result there, always good to beat the arch rivals.
And finally, reporter Dan Cook went along to a martial arts practice session where two students were working up a sweat.
Above a Southampton bar is an old, unused hall where I met up with Johnny Brooke and his sparring partner as they went through their paces. The two mixed martial arts athletes have been trained together to keep in shape throughout university and also help keep Shaz in competitive fighting edge.
The main reason for it is that we can't always find the time to get to the gym, get to a club, it costs money to rent rooms out, and we both work in the club downstairs. And it just makes a lot more sense to come up here, get together, get a bit of a work on. We both bring very different things to the table. I mean, I started boxing when I was about 17. It was quite late, and then I moved on to kickboxing. I've done a bit of kung fu as well, got my orange belt. I've recently taken up jiu-jitsu, just to sort of give myself a well-rounded repertoire. I've done 3 or 4 years of karate. I started off in, and I've done at the moment, so I think about 7, maybe 8 years of taekwondo. We both know different martial arts, and we thought that by training with each other, we can hopefully pick out each other's weaknesses and strengths and use them to eventually kind of teach us other things and kind of, you know, help each other with stuff that maybe we're not lacking, but maybe could use improving on. Just trying to learn off each other, and you know, just a good sparring partner. I mean, it kind of takes me out of my comfort zone as far as someone who's done, you know, kung fu or traditional boxing. You know, I'm used to a lot of kicks and stuff, so I really have to work on my, you know, hands.
The two fighters have no professional guidance whilst they train. They feed off each other's own experience from past coaches and fight experience, and are bringing together their skills to great effect, with the end hope of expanding the hall into their own gym where others can train.
Well, obviously we're just very good friends that don't mind punching each other in the face once in a while. So it's quite a good little dynamic we've got going on.
For more stories and blogs from me, Jordan and the rest of the team, go to our website www.solent-news.co.uk/sport.
Thanks for watching, see you next time.